Hello everyone, today I'm on Epic 7. I'm going to be showing you my Wyvern 13 team. Now this isn't really the most creative team because I've only searched through YouTube and Reddit for all the combinations I can think of based on what units I have. So far this team has been the most consistent. Sigret, Seaside, Bellona, Karin, and General Purrgis. General Purrgis isn't really fully leveled yet, so he doesn't have a 6-star awakening, but even in his 5-star form, if I get to land the debuffs, his 5-star form is actually pretty decent to tank against Wyvern 13. Otherwise, most of the time I'll be doing Wyvern 12. So I'm going to show you a run, and then I'm going to show you the gear after this run if I get to be lucky, because what determines whether or not this run succeeds is not really based on the number of debuffs. I mean, I think Purrgis can actually survive pretty decently even with only 2 debuffs. But if Karin, Seaside, Bellona, and Sigret actually land all of their RNG debuffs, by that I mean the defense breaks obviously, and Sigret, her landing her debuffs will increase her S3 damage. But even if I only get like target and defense break from Karin and Seaside Bellona, actually just enough. So the main point is for them to land their defense break, is all I'm saying. Sorry, I had the game muted there, so I just turned on the volume. So the best way to enter the Wyvern is if Seaside Bellona doesn't actually use her S2 on the first wave. So if I get lucky, Karin can already start dealing more damage starting her S2.
Let's go. Here I go.
So I only got 2 debuffs, meaning I'm not going to be reducing the damage, but the frontliner General Purrgis is going to be receiving all the damage. So he's receiving around 2000 damage even though he's not fully max, which is quite decent for him. If he had 3 debuffs, that could have probably made him deal a lot more damage. I mean, receive less more damage. So now we have 3 debuffs. I see he's only receiving around 1500 and 2500 when crit. So this is one of my more luckier runs, just because Seaside Bellona actually lands her defense break from her S2.
This is your end.
Like 2 turns before the barrier phase. So if I'm lucky with defense break, I can actually deal with Wyvern really fast. So now I'm going to show you my gear. Starting with my General Purrgis. I've given him the HP and defense sets. So he has around right now, again, he's not level 60 or not 6-star awakened. He has around 1700 defense, 21,000 HP. His other sons are actually pretty relevant. It could help if you make him a bit faster than this, maybe around 160, or maybe just faster than your DPS units, so that when he goes first, he can use his S3 to give the attack buff, so he can clear the first wave much faster. So I have his exclusive equipment with his S2 bonus, which increases the combat readiness more by additional 3%. So I've pretty much given him all the free gear that I got. This is the HP set that we get from the Rebirth login. The HP necklace from the Automaton Tower. This is from the Valentine's, Lydica and Jenna's Valentine's. And this is from Hellraid. So his gear isn't really fully maxed yet he still can tank pretty decently. It's just that I've pre-rolled pretty much good substats on him. So now for my damage dealer, I'm using these three: Sigret, Karin, and Bellona. Oh, I forgot to put back Hellcarrier on Sigret. I would normally have Hellcarrier on her because I'm using her for both Wyvern and PvP. So if yeah, that's been consistent enough. I've been thinking of giving her a Daydream Joker or um, a Junkyard Dog. I think what it's called, Soul's Artifact, which I don't. I have equipped with someone else right now. The one that gives burn from using S1. So I have her at 4,300 attack, 146 speed. If you're using General Purrgis as a tank, speed is pretty much irrelevant for your main damage dealer. 40% crit damage and 50% effectiveness. Now this is pretty low. I mean, like, it's almost pretty low because you want 65% as the max effectiveness for to land debuffs. I have her exclusive equipment using her S2 that changes the HP threshold from 50 to 70% to trigger the S1. So here's my Karin. I feel her fully speed and effectiveness. So her attack is pretty low, but it's because I have to use this effectiveness ring so that she can land her S2 defense break more often. So she has 89% crit chance, 247% crit damage, and 82% effectiveness. I don't need that much, but maybe for other fights that's pretty useful. And I have Daydream Joker on her because that's one of the best artifacts to put on your units. And my Seaside Bellona, I have her around 153 speed, so that she has some decent speed. 3,800 attack, 70% crit chance. I'm using Karin's, what do you call it, imprint, so that she can have 85% chance. If you're using a war unit against Wyvern, you need 85% chance. 246% crit damage and 54% effectiveness. Again, isn't really the most ideal effectiveness. You'd want 65% for the maximum chance of landing debuffs. Now I have Bloodstone on her so that she can actually heal General Purrgis if I don't get to land more than 3 debuffs. As you can see, General Purrgis for the first 2 waves, or I think just the first wave, he actually only had 2 debuffs. He took some damage. So if you have Bloodstone and you bring a Ranger, and if you bring Ranger, you can put Bloodstone on them so that you can provide some healing if you're using General Purrgis. Before I use General Purrgis, I actually use Angelica as my healer. I've put Idol's Cheer on her to give some CR push to my highest attack, which is Sigret. So yeah, so she has lower stats than General Purrgis, but since she's a Soul Weaver, she can actually try to put heal. And when I was bringing Angelica, I actually put Daydream Joker and Bellona, since she doesn't need healing, because she can just heal herself. So yeah, so if you want to bring a Soul Weaver for this, make sure you have around, this is like the bare minimum stats, I believe, if you're not bringing someone holding Aureus or something like that, because Angelica's S2 actually heals by a lot. If you max smaller, her S2 actually heals around like 60% of her health. I think she has 20,000. When she heals around 12,000 using S2. You want more speed on your Soul Weaver, maybe around 180, because I have her at this 167 speed. She actually got lapped twice before she can heal. But if you're using someone like Angelic Montmorency, you can get away with this much speed because she has a lot of back resistance, so that she won't be pushed back, so she won't get that more often. So that's my Wyvern 20 team. I'm not gonna bother showing you like what other free-to-play units that you can use, because there's already a tons of videos of them saying that, oh, you can other units, you can use Chloe, you can use Clarissa, you can use Furious, Misty Chain, like Terranor Guard, like all the free-to-play units, or even Alexa. So yeah, so I'm just showing you my team. This is a pretty consistent enough team. If I have General Purrgis to level 60, maybe that'll be enough for him to survive with 2 debuffs. I mean, if he only has 1 debuff, that's pretty much game over. So I hope you guys enjoy my Wyvern 13 team introduction, I guess, if that's what I want to call it. And Now I guess that's it. Thanks for watching.